What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be doing like I've been doing the first 3 weeks. I'm going to be giving my picks for who I think is going to win week 4 in this NFL season. So, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Tonight's game, Thursday, between Philadelphia and Green Bay. Green Bay has been pretty hot right now, so I'm going to go with the Packers. I just think that Aaron Rodgers is really hot right now. That defense is starting to show itself, so I'm going to go with Green Bay. Philly's been kind of struggling offensively. Carson Wentz isn't really all that healthy. Philly's just got a lot to contend with injury wise. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Green Bay. Um, Moving on to the Titans at Atlanta. I'm probably going to go with the Falcons here in Atlanta. I think this one could actually be pretty close and could honestly go either way. But I just think Atlanta's offense is just going to be a little bit too much for Tennessee. But I could see this going either way. Um, New England at Buffalo. New England. That's a pretty easy one for me. I don't even really feel like I need to explain myself too much. It's New England. Kansas City versus Detroit. I'm going Kansas City. Same thing with that New England versus Buffalo. I think Kansas City's offense is just going to completely overwhelm Detroit. I am curious to see who Darius Slay is going to be matched up against and how well he's going to do. But as a team versus that's just an individual matchup thing. But team versus team, Kansas City should murder them. Now Raiders versus the Colts. Honestly, I think I'm going with the Colts. I'm not scared of the Raiders in any way, shape, or form. And the Colts are kind of hot right now. Jacoby Brissett is playing pretty well. That defense is pretty solid. He's got a good offensive line. The receiving core is hitting. So I'm going to go with the Colts here. Chargers at Dolphins. Chargers. I mean, come on. It's the Dolphins. Definitely going with the Chargers. Chargers should murder them. Redskins at Giants. They both kind of suck. I'm going to go with the Giants here, though. It's in New York. And I just think that they're a little bit better than Washington. And Daniel Jones kind of had the hot hand toward the end of that last game, so I'm kind of curious what that'll do. And with Case Keenum still starting, I just don't think it's going to be enough. I'm going to go with the Giants, but I think this one could be close, and I wouldn't be surprised if Washington does come out and win. Now, Cleveland at Baltimore. This one's kind of difficult, but I'm going to go with Baltimore. They're definitely hot right now. Cleveland isn't really hitting right now. Baker Mayfield has been kind of so far this year. I'd actually like to be wrong because I'm kind of low key rooting for the Browns a little bit this year, but I do think it'll be Baltimore winning this game. But Cleveland's got to start catching up soon because right now Baltimore is running away with that division. Pittsburgh really isn't a threat, and the Bengals definitely aren't either. So let's go ahead and get into the next one here. Panthers going into Houston. I'm going to go with Houston. With Cam Newton not healthy and possibly not playing, most likely not playing, I just think that offense is really going to struggle against Houston, and I just think Houston's just going to be way too much for them to handle. So it is what it is there. Tampa Bay going into LA to play the Rams. I'm going with the Rams. I think this is kind of a mismatch. I think the Rams are probably going to beat the shit out of the Bucks, but it is what it is there. Seattle going into Arizona. I'm definitely going with Seattle here. Arizona really isn't much of a threat to me. I think their future is bright. I think in the next few years, I think Arizona could be a solid team again, but right now they're just not. So, I'm going to go with Seattle. Minnesota going into Chicago. I'm going to go with the Bears. I think that defense is just going to be a little bit too much for Kirk Cousins in that offense. But this could be a good game. It could be a very good defensive game, to be honest. Because that Minnesota defense could be a little bit much for Mitch Trubisky as well. But I am going to go with Chicago in probably a close game. Jacksonville versus Denver. I've been seeing reports that it's looking like Jalen Ramsey probably won't be there. But, man, I don't know. I'm going to go with Jacksonville. They're kind of hot right now. Gardner Minshew is kind of on fire. I wouldn't be surprised if Denver wins this. Denver's kind of a hard place to play in for the away team. But I could see this going either way, but I'm just going to go with Jacksonville. Now, Dallas versus New Orleans. This is a game I really want to see, actually. This one could go either way. Even with Drew, I think this could go either way. But without him, I think I'm going to go with Dallas. This would be a lot harder. With if Drew Brees was there, this would have been a much harder game to call. But without him, it's I'm going to go with Dallas. They're really hot right now. You know, Amari Cooper might have a rough day because the Saints got a pretty good defense, but Michael Gallup, I don't know if Michael Gallup's going to be healthy or not, but the rest of their receivers should get off. If I'm Dallas, whoever Eli Apple is guarding, I'm throwing it to him 90% of the time because I'm attacking Eli Apple all day, every day. Because he's trash. So, yeah. Last one, Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh on Monday night. I'm going to go... this would have been a lot easier with Ben Roethlisberger, but without him, I think they're both pretty trash. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh. It's in Pittsburgh. I'm just not scared of the Bengals. Honestly, outside of the Dolphins, I think the Bengals might be the worst team in the NFL this year. I'm not going to lie to you. This could be close, though. I mean, without Ben, Pittsburgh is pretty much not a threat themselves. So, and the rest of their team is kind of in shambles right now as well. So, I don't know. We'll have to see with that one. I am going to go with Pittsburgh, though. But I think that's really going to be it for this video. If you liked it, I would appreciate you hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your picks if you agree or disagree with me on any of these. And subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell notification if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.